Hi, welcome to Viewpoints On. I'm Daniel Seagraves, Editor-in-Chief of Viewpoints. This is entertainment critic Chris Wolf and pop culture icon Tim Guy. Before we get started, I want to make a quick mention of Rock Band and how Walmart has ruined my life. Last night, my friend and I decided to stay up until 11:30 at night because we see a sign at Walmart that says Rock Band's coming out November 20th. So, as most people would think, a 24-hour Walmart will be open at midnight, and therefore they'll have Rock Band on the shelves. That's not true. I found out last night that if you're lucky, it'll be on the shelves at 3 a.m. Why? Because I was at Walmart until 3 a.m. waiting for Rock Band. Not only did I pester 411 calling every other Walmart in the area, we drove to those other Walmarts afterwards trying to find a Rock Band there, and then we ended up pestering the assistant manager who worked back in the stocking room, who eventually just started yelling at us. Fair enough. So if there's ever any kind of game or movie that you really want to see, do not go to Walmart for it. But this morning, I found out that we did not fail last night, thanks to a very interesting email from Chris Wolf.
Yeah, I was browsing for taco at work. Yeah. And there was a news story that said EA didn't make the amount of shipments that they wanted to, so a lot of stores didn't give it. They were supposed to be allocated.
So basically, I didn't fail. EA Games failed to give Walmart the game. So point for me, point nothing for Walmart. Moving on. First on our list of things to talk about, last night's Heroes, probably one of the best of this season. I thought was one of the greatest altogether. Tim, what do you think?
Wasn't as good as Company Man, but I thought it was the best episode of this season, by far at least.
Well, it's definitely right up there. I mean, it's basically centered on HRG, who's basically the Batman of the show.
And the best actor on the show, by the way, too.
Yeah. And he's basically the Batman just because of that cool thing he did with Elle. I mean, who else would have thought to put her in water and start spraying her down with a hose? Which I'm sure a lot of 13-year-old boys really enjoyed, but it was also pretty cool.
I must say it was electrifying.
Oh!
Sorry.
Chris, good, bad, what do you think?
It kind of killed the show for me. It was bad.
How was that bad?
The whole Claire's blood thing, they just made a huge plot hole with that. Now everybody's, like, anybody who dies can be brought back to life. That just kills the show. There's going to be no suspense now until
Well, I
he
mean,
dies.
that's what you say about Hero's powers, too. I mean, everyone says as soon as a hero got his powers, oh my god, he can do whatever he wants now.
But he sucks at using his powers.
It's the fact that not everyone's going to get a hold of Claire and just pass out her blood like it's candy.
But I agree with Chris on the point that Adam has the same exact powers. We saw Adam cure Nathan. They had Adam in custody for 30 years, and you think any time in that 30 years they could have said, we're going to take your blood, just in case, or, hey, Linderman was punched in the head, and you might need your blood to, put in him to bring him back to life.
What's the name of the boyfriend of Claire, Wes?
Yes.
Wes. Get on that. She cannot age. Marry that.
Good point.
If you could ever find a girl who doesn't age past the age of 18, score.
Yes.
I thought it actually worked for the best this time, because if you really think about it, they weren't trying to kidnap Claire. They were trying to get HRG. Because they saw the painting where he was going to get shot. They say, okay, well, let's kidnap Claire, get her blood to bring him back to life and capture him.
Well, plus they don't know how much blood they took from her either, so.
Well, you can ask Chris. I mean, what's the easiest way to kidnap someone? Kidnap a dead body. So, I mean, right?
I have no knowledge of what you're talking about.
On the record.
I know what's up with your tricks.
On the record.
All right, moving on. The Office last week, probably one of the most uncomfortable shows, but also probably one of the best.
Yes. And the last one we'll see for quite some time because of the current writer's strike.
Which is working out so well for everyone right now.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, especially since in a couple months the only thing we'll see is Las Vegas and Boston Legal on the air, which...
And suicide rates will go through the roof.
And they're getting interns to finish Family Guy.
And the Celebrity Apprentice that was just announced with F-list celebrities, which would be awesome. But back to The Office.
I heard Family Guy was going to be on there.
Chris, you have anything to ship in on The Office?
No, I tried to get in on The Office. I probably got in at the worst time. Whole Pam and Jim love triangle wasn't that funny.
Well, you know what that means. Earmuffs. I thought probably one of the greatest parts of this episode was when The whole episode, Michael's sitting there, and they're just berating him with all these horrible, horrible things everyone said about him, trying to get him to stay with the company and go against his girlfriend. The best moment of the whole show had to be when they pull out the list of things that she said about him while they were dating, trying to get him fired. The look on his face and how he actually decided to go with that was probably one of the best moments of the season. It shows that, Steve Carell is a good actor to have on no matter what his price is.
Yeah. Oh, and the deleted scenes on NBC.com also go into more detail. When he hears that, he gets nervous and he starts talking like Borat. Very funny too. On the other hand, I like the ping pong aspects of the show. I didn't like Kelly at all. I think it was very annoying. And I thought instead of revenge ping pong, they should have just pulled a prank on her like they do pretty much everyone else in the office.
I have to say,
but they did ping pong instead, which was kind of...
With all the characters they have, I mean, a lot of people can be annoyed by characters, but I've never seen any character as consistently annoying as Kelly. I mean, if there was to be some kind of a bomb threat or something, everyone's going to be rooting for the same person to die.
It's true.
I mean, why can't Mike hit, Kelly with the car instead of Meredith?
Yeah, but it's sort of, there's always someone in our lives that's like that, so we all know someone like that, so they need to have someone in that show like that. I wasn't looking at Sandra when I said that either, so just making that clear.
All right, what would you say is your favorite quote from The Office?
This last episode?
Yeah.
I did not have one.
You didn't have one?
No. I think it was very quote-like this time.
Yeah, it was.
Or, if it's not really a quote, but Toby's giggling when they're talking about Ryan.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a quote, but the giggling, that was pretty good.
Which reminds me, Pascal Michael's diary. That was horrible.
Dear Diary, XXOO. Yes.
I see the best part, by far, though, the best quote, was when Dwight finally finds out what Jim's up to, and just gives him that blank stare.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl works here.
That was a good one.
All right. Actually, behind the camera, we have some favorite quotes of the Heroes episode. So let's backtrack a little bit. Toss them in, guys. Incoming.
Ah!
Nice shot. Well, 3 feet short. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Everyone straight?
Yes, sir. There you go.
All right, you go ahead.
Nice crumbling job here. This is from Corrine in San Bernardino, California. She liked HRG's quote to L, "Stings like a bitch, doesn't it?" Can we say bitch on this?
I'm pretty sure we can say bitch on this.
Okay.
Chris, can we say bitch on this?
So that was the quote. She also liked Claire's to her dad, which said, "What are you going to do, tie me up?" Okay.
All right. Sandra said, not only does she mean a nice little figure, it says, "I hate you." That's nice. That's nice, Sandra.
It's Connor.
Probably one of the funniest parts of the show was Wes seeing HRG about to shoot Bob, and I have to do the exact facial expression for this. "Mr. Balder, what are you doing?" That was probably the lowest point of that episode.
Well, we can link them together because West was actually Jan's secretary on The Office.
Really?
For those of you who did not know.
So at least he shows that he can
Hunter was his name.
He can do some acting, whereas Kristen Bell is a human voice actor.
Yes.
But she's not.
The worst transitions between things ever, but there you go.
We'll have to work on that.
Yes.
All right, that's about all we have for this episode. Our next issue comes out November 29th. Chris, you got anything on that issue?
Yeah, I'm doing a review on Beowulf. It's probably going to sound like I hate it a lot more than I do. Kind of lukewarm. I just had a couple minor gripes with the animation. It changed the story a lot. They animate the mouse. They really need to work on the mouse because it looks like they got like a little floating action going on. But yeah, so stay tuned for that issue.
Well, thank God I'm almost completely illiterate, so I don't really care that the story was kind of messed up. That's all we have for this episode. Tune in next week, and hopefully we'll have another one on there if they don't cancel us.